Hello everyone. Today we are solving an interesting problem from algebra which is based on some laws of indices. The question is this. We are going to simplify this numerical expression which looks a bit complicated. But there is a shortcut I'll show you at the end of the video which will help you solve this problem in just less than 30 seconds. And the shortcut is very simple also. But to help you get a better idea and have a logical explanation for the shortcut I'm going to use, I will take you first through the longer approach, making use of all the laws of indices in algebra. So what we do in the first step, look at the innermost numerical expression inside the simple bracket. We will simplify this first. But before that, let me show you something. As you know, square root of a is a to the power of 1 over 2. Similarly, cube root of a is a to the power of 1 over 3. In general, nth root of a to the power of 1 over. So let me take this expression and simplify. First, this is fifth root of 6 to the power of 4. So in place of n, I have 5 and a is 6 to the power of 4. So using this result, you get 6 to the power of 4, the whole to the power of 1 over 5. This you can further simplify like this. 4 multiplied by 1 over 5. This is based on this simple law of index. A to the power of m, the whole to the power of n is a to the power of m multiplied by n. You can compare this to this result. And this on further simplifying, you have 6 to the power of 4 divided by 5. So we have simplified this. Now let me move to the next expression. Let me write this whole expression. Sixth root of fifth root of 6 to the power of 4, the whole to the power of 6. Okay, I'm taking this part. The numerical expression inside the simple bracket, we have simplified to this form. So let me substitute that here. So sixth root of this I am going to replace by this 6 to the power of 4 divided by 5, the whole to the power of 6. That is this 6. Now using the same method as discussed before, we may write like this. I am first simplifying this part using this idea. So you will have 6 to the power of 4 divided by 5 multiplied by 6, which will be 4 multiplied by 6 divided by 5. Then using this result, see here a is so much, n is 6. So what do you have? 6 to the power of 4 times 6 over 5. Then the whole to the power of 1 over 6, which you can further simplify like this. 6 to the power of 4 multiplied by 6 divided by 5, and this 6 will come down. We are making use of this idea. Here a is 6, m is this numerical expression, and n is 1 over 6. That's how I wrote this from this step, this numerical expression. Now I'm not going to simplify this 6 and 6, which you can easily do, but there is something I want to show you in the shortcut, so I'm just keeping it as it is. Now let me take this whole expression, 8th root of this whole thing. I'll write it again. 8th root of this double bracket, 6th root of simple bracket, 5th root of 6 to the power of 4, the whole to the power of 6, then close the double bracket to the power of 10. We have excluded this only. We are going to simplify this whole thing. Now this is this. Can you see? This we have simplified to this. So I'll be writing that instead of this whole thing. So you have 8 root of, let me write this, 6 to the power of is equal to this. Then there is a 10 here. So let me put a simple bracket and write that 10 here. So using the strategies we applied before, this will get reduced to 4 multiplied by 6. This 10 will go here divided by 5, 6 multiplied by 8. Okay, 6 is the base. This is the exponent. Now again, there is simplification you can do. I'm not doing that. I'm keeping it as it is. Now there is 16 here. So basically this is equal to this. So this whole expression will be this thing raised to 16. I'm not rewriting the whole thing again. The given expression is this thing raised to 16. So what is that? 6, 4, 6, 10 divided by 5, 6, 8, the whole raised to 16. That equals, let me write a big 6 to avoid confusion. Then 4 multiplied by 6 multiplied by 10. This 16 will go in the denominator using the rules I showed you before, and the denominator will be 5, 6, 8. So this is the final answer. At this stage, you can simplify. But before simplifying, I will show you the shortcut along with this. If you carefully observe this numerical expression we have got from the given numerical expression, I'll write the given numerical expression here separately to help you understand it better. The given numerical expression for simplification was this one. This is the expression, numerical expression we had for simplification. And that's been reduced to this. Now you compare these two, you look at the powers. Powers are 4, 6, 10, 16. You look at the roots, 5, rather 5th root, 6th root, 8th root. All these numbers you see appearing in the denominator. Can you see that? And all these powers you see in the numerator. So this is the shortcut. In simplifying numerical expressions of this kind, all you have to do is you collect all the powers 4, 6, 10 and write them in the numerator. Can you see this? Then you collect all the roots and you write those numbers in the denominator. That's all. For competitive exams, there's no point going through this longer approach. You take this shortcut and simplify it. But this longer approach I gave you to give you a logical explanation for the shortcut used here. So I'm leaving it to you. Those who are interested may look at both the methods. Those who are preparing for competitive exams, focus on this shortcut. Now again, okay, let me simplify this further. 6, 6, 2, 5 goes twice. So you get what? Finally, 6 to the power of 4 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2, which is 6 to the power of 16, which is the last option given in the question. This was the question and this is the answer. Even if you had some difficulty following the longer approach, this shortcut is simple enough to understand. So I hope you have understood how to go about the shortcut method and finish it in, say, less than 30 seconds. If you found this video useful, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. And to see more of such smart solutions to tricky problems, press the bell icon so as to get notified of my other videos. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.